Hey everybody, welcome back to Days Gone. I am Mexus, and in today's video, we're going to go over quite a few things to help give you that edge that you need to get an early head start in Days Gone. But before we do that, let me know what you guys think of this game so far down below in the comment section. Even if you only have an hour played, I'd love to know what your thoughts and opinions are. For me personally, I have about 5 hours played roughly, and I just cannot get enough of this game. It's just a really solid game so far. So now that's all out of the way, let's get started. We're actually going to be starting with the cars in the game that are not drivable. It's like the stationary ones that you'll see scattered about as you travel and explore the world. Now in this first clip, you'll be seeing some freakers coming at me in a tunnel, and that's only because there's a car alarm going off and the horn's going off. And one of the really cool things in this game is you can actually disable the horns. Now when you do disable the horn from under the hood, it will give you some scrap as well, which is extremely important. You'll want to hold on to your scrap. Now the other thing you can do with these cars is you can set off the horns on purpose. And one of the reasons for that would be if there's a horde or a big group of zombies you want to get past. If you don't have any other sort of gadget to use as a distraction that can make sound, you can just shoot at a car and hope that the horn goes off. Pretty cool, huh? Now the hood is not the only thing you can actually interact with these vehicles. If you go to the back of it to the trunk, most of the cars you can open up the trunks as well and get mats from there. Now in this video right here, this clip, if you see this police car, if you loot police cars, you have a higher chance of getting ammo than you would from a normal vehicle. Now if you loot normal vehicles, you have a higher chance to get just raw materials like some type of bandage or cloth, maybe some type of fire starter, stuff like that. And in this last clip, you guys will see that I got a silencer for a gun from a car engine, which I thought was just so cool. I have no idea what the actual part is from the car that I took out, but just the fact that you can get semi-rare drops, or this might even be a rare drop, and it'll give you attachments for weapons. I think that's a really cool thing. And even sometimes you'll open a trunk of a car and get something you never expected. So since we were talking about cars, I thought now would be a great time for us to cover the motorcycle and the different things you can do with your bike in game. This is probably the item you'll be using the most in the game, I would expect anyway. So obviously to get on the bike, you just have to hold down square and it'll put you on the bike. Now there's a few different things you can actually do with this bike when you're on it. Let's go outside here for a minute. So if you come outside, hold down R2 to accelerate. If we hold down X, it actually gives you a boost. You guys can hear it. You hear that, and the bike starts moving a little bit faster. If you hold R2 and hold down B, you actually can drift the bike, which is pretty cool too. I will say driving this bike actually feels pretty good. It feels really realistic. Like right now we're in mud and stuff, so the bike's a little slow, but still we can still drift a little bit. There we go. And there we go. Oh, stop, stop, stop. It's not stopping. Alright, so let's hop off the bike. So now what we have on the bike here is we have the gas tank right there, which is 75% full, and we have right there the 100% that is for repairs. So our bikes are 100% repaired, but I actually have a gas can right here. So we'll fill up the bike really quickly so I can show you guys how to do that. It's pretty simple. You just walk up to it and hold down circle. There we go. We're at 100%. Now some other things with the bike. If we walk up to it, you can see right down the bottom of the corner it says quick save right now. If I walk away to a certain distance and now it disappears, your bike is a spot you can actually use to save the game at the current time, which we'll save right now. Now the other thing with the bike as well is it actually is used as a spawn point. So guys, eventually as you play through the campaign, you'll unlock this camp right here. Copeland's camp. So if we come to the mechanic right here, this is where we can actually do it for upgrades. You can also refill your bike with gas here and also repair it for money. So if we go to performance, this is where you can actually change different things on it, such as the exhaust, which here's the two different ones I have available right now. And all these upgrades require trust for the camp and just the actual money in-game currency. Now to get trust, you just have to do missions and bounties and stuff for this encampment, and you'll end up getting trust over time. It's a pretty cool thing. Now the other thing you can do with the bike as well is you can get different upgrades for it, such as saddlebags, which can hold more ammo or store more stuff for you. So I think, yeah, right here, storage. Here's the one we have currently, and that's what the increase one would be. So once we get to trust level 2 and have 800 credits, we can upgrade our saddlebag to have a higher ammo capacity and higher durability. Now, even though this might seem like a very common sense thing to do in a game like this, do make sure when you're going through areas that have a lot of buildings, really check those areas, because you can see in this clip right here, I actually found a safe, and I actually even found the combination code for it as well to unlock it and get a really cool device to make noise to get freakers away from me when needed. And it's things like that you can find if you just take your time when you're going through areas. So now let's talk about how to be a little sneaky and even paint the enemies, either freakers or other human NPCs, for you. You can see where they are through walls and everything. So if you press up on the D-pad, it will open up a pair of binoculars, and if you hover over the enemy, you can highlight them, and you can actually see that highlighted diamond through structures. It's pretty nice. And now the next clip, if you hide in bushes, freakers cannot see you. You can sprint from them as long as they're not visually looking at you. If they hear you, you can just hop in a bush, they cannot see you. And if you come up behind a freaker, you can just press triangle on it and do a silent attack, and it will instantly kill the zombie or human too. Now once you finally do finish the tutorial, you'll get back to your outpost with your buddy, and this is where, guys, you can actually get the crossbow. And all you have to do is go to your gun locker and go to your special weapons. And on your special weapons, if you do have the pre-order, you should have your crossbow there, and you can equip it right then and there. And this thing is so important to have. It's by far my favorite weapon I've currently got in the game so far. And here's just a very quick clip to show you guys just how good the crossbow actually is, especially if you're hidden. I wasn't in a bush in this case, but if you do sit in a bush and you're shooting at things, freakers still won't see you because the shot's silent. They have no idea where it came from. They can't see in the bush. And same with humans too, in my experience. And the ammo is super cheap to craft. Alright guys, now this next thing is extremely important. Anytime you come across one of these neuro checkpoints, you want to do your best to take them over. Now, I already had this one cleared, unfortunately. I thought I was recording at the time, and apparently I was not. That's my bad. But once you come here, there'll be a few zombies. Clear them out, and all you have to do is find the generator, which is way back there on this one anyway, and put gas in it and turn it on. Now, once you do that, these doors right here, like these white ones, they will be unlocked, and you can enter them. Now, before we go inside, I want to show you one more thing, because this one kind of took me by surprise, and I had to fight off a lot of zombies, or freakers, because of it. Let's come up here at the top. Some of these neuro checkpoints are going to have speakers. Like, this is a light. To the left, there'll be a big orange speaker. Cut those off. There was one right here. I had to cut it off. Cut those off, because it will just start playing loud stuff, and a bunch of freakers will show up at your doorstep, and you don't want that. So now if we go inside here, I'll show you what this is all about in here. So it's actually pretty cool. It's basically like just like a safe house. Now we can sleep in here. You're gonna find mats in here. You can access your gun locker here. But the very important thing, which again, unfortunately, I don't have footage of, is this white case right here. When you originally open this, what it's gonna do is it's gonna give you the option to upgrade your health, your stamina, or your precision, and it's an upgrade that sticks. It stays. So that's also why these are very important to take over, because like it gave me 25 extra HP for taking over this one because I chose HP. Now the last cool thing about these checkpoints is they can be used as fast travel location points on the map. So as long as your gas is running, that means you have access to it and you can use it as a fast travel location. Alright guys, so here we are back at Copeland's camp. Now I want to show you this because this bounty thing is really cool. So right now I have 7 swarmer ears. When you kill a freaker and you walk over it, you'll automatically pick up its ear. And it's worth credits, so in-game currency, and also trust XP for this camp. So like if I turn this in, we'll sell a stack. And look at that, it's like that. We got 21 trust out of that and quite a few credits. So that's a really good way to make money probably, is just farming hordes and just walking over and picking up all their ears. But maybe you're not much into killing hordes of zombies at the kitchen as well. If you come right here, you can also trade in animal meat and plants for the same exact thing for in-game currency and trust XP as well. And personally, in my opinion, I think this is a great way to earn some early game money right off the bat. It's not hard farming freakers for their ears, and killing animals is not hard whatsoever. Like if you can kill... The deer alone is worth 15 credits a piece. And I've probably seen over 20 since I've been playing the game so far. Now, if there's ever a moment you forget something, the devs did something really cool and they added a help guide. So if we hit our start button here and go down to help, also photo mode's right here as well. And here's what photo mode looks like really quickly, because I'm sure some of you guys are probably curious what that looks like. Now, if you go to help, which is right below photo mode, and click on that, this will give you all the basic stuff that you're supposed to learn in the tutorial, but if you forgot everything, because there's a lot to go over in a short amount of time, this has everything for you. So right here, like Freaker Ears, for example. Freaker Ears can be turned into an encampment bounty collector to earn encampment trust and credits. We keep going down. Let's see what shoulder swap is. While aiming with L2, press X to shoulder swap. As you can see, this list is super long. And I really have never seen this in a game before, so I think it's really cool for the devs to add something like this. And with all that said, guys, that is where I'm going to end today's video. So hopefully you guys found something in this video helpful for you, especially if you're starting out on your venture on your own. Hopefully something from this video will give you that little extra step that you need to get an advantage early on. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section about this. If you think I missed anything that's super important for people to know or should probably do at the end of the game, please leave it down below in the comment section. I'll probably end up paying the comment as well. And if you're already to the channel, then I do welcome you. I do also recommend that you subscribe to the channel if you'd like to, because I will be opening a lot of guide videos for Days Gone within the next few days here as well. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next video.